Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the track status page. Now, to get to the track status page, we're going to go to track and then status. The purpose of the page is to pretty much set up a workflow and checklist of sorts for the loan officer to use, and it'll help you to keep track of where you left off for the people that have to work behind you. You can also organize the documents you'll request from the customer here as well. You'll also be able to send and receive files from the document manager. So what this means is that you can do more work through Point, and it will store the files that you receive. To see the documents you currently have loaded up, look to the right side of the screen over here. Currently, it is empty, but we're going to change that. Now, the loan progress pretty much will act as your workflow to see at what stage you're at. We have prospect, that's good, application sent to processing, all these other good things, and you can check them off as you go, and it'll show the date and all these other good things. You can also leave comments to whoever needs to work behind you or reminders to yourself. Hello world. And only you and anybody else who works on the loan will be able to see that comment. Let's scroll on down to third-party documents. Third-party documents are what you'll need to request from the customer. You can also mark a document as required, and that'll make it that it's necessary to have the file. So we can say that we may not need the business credit report, but we'll definitely need the credit report. And so this adds it to the loan checklist down here on the right. You can also change the date that it's due by based off of whatever other step is going on. So let's just say that for the credit report, we'll need that within 5 days of the application being received. So since the application was created on 9/18, this automatically shows it as a due date by the 24th. So let's scroll down to document requests. This works very similar to third-party documents, except that we can add our own custom forms to this one, like the ones that we pretty much have been using already. The custom forms will take advantage of fields that we have used in the past. Like, for example, I think it's this, yes. It would be the type of fields that would say middle name, these are the codes that we've been using in the Word program, Microsoft Word. So our forms already have these sort of things set up, and we can have them grab information from the loan itself. Yeah. So I could have this point field populate into that document just dynamically. It's really cool. So let's go back to where we were, track status. So let's go ahead and scroll on down to Inkit. We don't really need to worry about this right now, but we will be using this as we previously learned in the master template lesson. So that way they'll be able to sign digitally, and we can go ahead and move forward with everything that we need written approval from. So let's navigate to the document manager at this point. The purpose of document manager, as we've used it in the past, has been mainly for storage, but in the future, thanks to Zip, it will be what we mostly work out of. With the doc manager, click on the doc manager and then click the add button. So you can either go to eLoan, doc manager, or just click right there. To access it, if you see it grayed out, or you have to be looking at a loan currently. So let's save that. All right, see, it's grayed out now. So we're going to need to load this up, and there it is. So here we go. We're going to click the add button, and you can either add from your computer or from Point. And this is where we will keep our custom forms. It typically starts up here, so you click custom forms. and this will show what we've created already. Now, one thing that's incredibly useful is the print groups. I've got a set of print groups here with custom forms that we've created, and they're all together. Now, we can send it to Inkit for any file where they may need to have it signed. Like we're going to need their initials, we're going to need their signature, we're going to need them to sign it in some form or another. Otherwise, if it's a document request, we can just leave it up as store. Let's remove a few of these. We don't need that many. All right, perfect. So custom Flagstar, this is the, oh, well, this one says ink sign. So let's go ahead and have that say Inkit. Beautiful. All right. This will show us where it's going to. It's currently going to my email address. It can also go to the co-borrower, and we get to name this thing. So let's do the HHL sign this. Shows all the forms. We're good to go. When is this due by? It's due within a month. All right. Let's send and retrieve. All right, 1 second. Let me speed up the video and get these things sorted. Okay, so if you make a mistake like I did, I picked this document at random, and apparently it does not need a signature, so it will not let us send it as a signature, so that's good to know. So let's find a document that does require a signature. Hold, please. All right, so we sent application page 1 to the customer. Action type, upload document, status success. So since it was sent as an Inkit, it should require a signature. Okay, here we are. This is the email that the customer will receive, and it's got a big sign right here that says sign e-sign documents. Okay. I see that it needs to have the slashes in there, otherwise it won't be too happy. So this is not accepted yet. This is a consent document. You must read it and click the accept button at the end. So let's go ahead and do that. I accept this. Cool. So now we can start signing the document. Click there to sign. Accepted. There's only one other signature that needs to be done. Click that. Click that. Please click OK to confirm your signatures on this document. Okay, and now we have signed this document digitally. This will allow our customers to sign things from the comfort of their own home using their cell phone, laptop, iPad, or any other sort of electronic device they may have. And this will send a notification back to us on our business end. Hello, Brit-Work. Congratulations. Your e-signature document was completed. So let's go back to Point. So let's perhaps track status. And we can see this thing right here. We can also send reminder emails. Hey, don't forget, you owe us a thing. And we can send and retrieve. So we're going to grab the document right now that they signed. Okay, and here we are. We have the electronic disclosure and signature consent. So we know that they had seen it and took care of it. The signature evidence summary, and the actual form that we sent them. So if you need to review any documents, now we can go back to the Inkit document request to review any file or anything that they needed a signature on. So now let's use the Doc Manager to ask them to upload something like their W-2 form. Okay, so I noticed a subtle nuance just now. Basically, to get people to upload a document, we're going to go to the Doc Manager, click Add, and I like to choose Print Groups, but let's just go ahead and choose a random form. The output option will be Store, so that way it is stored in the Document Manager. Wait for that to process. And now it's very important that you click the Signature Required button, because I learned that if you do not, then the email will not be sent to the customer. So let's just say print group HHL. Cool. So we have the Signature Required button here. We'll have another chance to click it later on. Let's select the borrower, category, and type it goes into package if you like. All right, so let's add that, and it's adding it to the Doc Manager and storing that there. So now that we have this, we'll click on Send and Retrieve. Signature Required. This is our last stop to do that. So if signature, just to reiterate, if this is not clicked, the email will not go out to the person you are emailing. This email was successful. So we're going to send that, and now they're going to need to upload a document. It can be W-2s, it can be pictures of whatever other proof you're going to need. And we can see that the upload was successful. Perfect. Let's check the email. And there it is. It's going to say upload documents, show the document name, and then the company name. Go to upload documents, and it's going to give me that option here. This is the note to the client that we had entered earlier. This is an old one that I had just sent that wasn't working. I didn't click the Signature Required button, so it sent no notification to the customer. So we would then click on that button and then upload whatever file we need. Let's just go ahead and choose, where is it? HHL. There it is. And we can add as many documents as we want, or upload as many things as we want to the document. Click Send. The document was sent successfully. Perfect. So now let's go check on that document that they just sent back to us, eh? All right, and now if you would like to review the documents that we were just looking at, like, oh man, I need to see what was in that thing again, we can go back to the Doc Manager, because it manages all the documents. Package type, this is the one. Actually, it's going to say it's received from Webcaster, but that's a typo. It should say zip. So we open it up, and we can see the pictures that we have uploaded. So that way we can review them, or whoever else works behind us can review them as well.